This show is made possible by support from landsharks.ca. Visit them for all your coin and swag needs at www.landsharks.ca. And by viewers like you. Thank you for your donations. Finding cache at a cache. Island caching and Lower Mainland caching. It's November 6th, 2010. This is Trackfiles. Hi there, and welcome to Trackfiles. I'm your host, Icenrye. Trackfiles is a podcast featuring caching news, upcoming events, major milestones, YouTube videos, equipment reviews, and podcast rewind. My website is trackfiles.tv. My email address is geoicenrye@icenrye.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Trackfiles, and if you're a fan of the show, make sure you sign up at the Trackfiles Facebook fan page. So, what's new? Well, this weekend we're having the final agility trial of the year. And it's been a great year. I love playing with Abel and Roxy out there. And it's been a wonderful season, and this trial is sort of the cherry on top of the sundae. And as of this taping, both dogs are doing great. I'm very proud of how they're doing. And we'll see how tomorrow goes. Also, another little side project I'm involved in is called Video Blog Month 10, or better known as the month of November. And the challenge for VLOMO 10, as we like to call it, is to post a video every day for the entire month. And I decided what the heck I'm going to participate in it this year, and I'm doing things a little differently. I'm putting all this fancy equipment video, all my good stuff aside, and I'm going to do the entire thing on the iPhone. So I've done some so far, and I've created a brand new YouTube account, and I'll have links on my website, trackfiles.tv, or you can actually visit the website at icenrye.com, and you'll see the little YouTube player where all the videos in this project will play. It's lots of fun. Stay tuned and see how it goes. But that's enough small talk for now. Let's get into caching news. So time for some news. For our first article, we visit with Newsroom Jersey, where we read about a man finding $23,000 in a backpack. A New Jersey man found and returned a Maine woman's backpack that contained $23,000 in cash and family heirlooms. Rebecca Knox was helping her parents move in New Jersey and was playing a treasure hunt game that relies on GPS technology when she left the backpack behind at Ramapo State Forest on Halloween. Knox had been geocaching, a hobby where people use global positioning system technology and coordinates to hide and find containers with surprise treasures. She followed 2 treasure paths in the park that day, but found just one item, a water bottle. Joseph Monto didn't even know he was playing, yet he found $23,000. This is an article on how a gentleman was going through the park, found the backpack, and used information within the backpack to track down the original owners. So what a great story. It's good to hear this happy ending. From Jersey to Rhode Island we go for our next news article, where we read in foxprovidence.com. Treasure hunting with modern technology. Ben Haig goes on his own geocache. This is actually a lead into a television article, and it's very well done. Actually, I'm going to roll a little bit of it here, and as usual, visit my website at trackfiles.tv for a link to the full-length video.
So we just left the station. We're headed to Gano Park, I believe, to hopefully discover our first cache. So this is pretty neat. All right, Mike, so we just got to our first destination. We actually have a compass out, but you just said they're hidden in such a way that if you're not looking for it, you won't find it.
Right, so like under some rocks, or you know, under a tree stump.
But they can't be buried. It can't be buried in the ground.
No.
We're just 255 feet from the container. It's time to officially start the search. Oh, yes! Oh, this is so cool. Once we found the geocache, we opened it up to find a few souvenirs left from other players, as well as a logbook that we filled out to claim our territory as treasure finders. This entire game was actually started with one man's idea, and of course a GPS.
So for our next news article, we visit with Groundspeak headquarters in the Latitude 47 blog, where they have the latest Caption contests. Quite the picture they have for this one. Are these unstealable geo coins? Can you come up with a better caption? I'll have links on my site where you can go and enter your caption and win their barely coveted prize. Well, that about wraps up the news. Let's check out this episode's YouTube video. So for this episode's YouTube video, we go down to the Lower Mainland where we meet up with TJ Guy 98 and another one of his great caching videos. In this one, he goes from the North Shore of Vancouver all the way up to Squamish and into Lytton and the Little Wet area, caching all along the way. Great, folks, there's some great scenery here. Check it out. As usual, I'll show you highlights, and make sure you visit my website, trackfiles.tv, for a link to the full-length video.
If you're growing tired of the big city life, and there's no more magic in those big city lights, we need to escape all those plans in our heads. We need to live before we're dead. Why waste our time trying to figure things out? Drop all the questions, drop all the doubts. There might be risks, but who really cares? Let's take a chance. Do you dare? Let's run away to the ocean side. Let's run away to the ocean side. We could be walking hand in hand. Oh, little darling, barefoot in the sand. Baby, don't look now, but the sun's gone down. The sky fills with orange, purple and pink. You see it now. Let's run away to the ocean side. Let's run away to the ocean.
So TJ Guy, thanks for that great video. Keep them coming, and I'll keep showing them on Trackfiles. But for now, let's pack our suitcases. Let's check out some upcoming geocaching events. Upcoming geocaching events. All these events are scheduled for next Saturday, November the 13th. First off, we start in Manitoba, where the Manitoba Geocachers Bacon Lovers Support Group, hosted by Lizardo. From there, we go to the Netherlands for the Glow Event 2010, hosted by Cash Hopper. And from there, we hop over to jolly old England, where we have a quick flash in London, hosted by the London Flashers. So those are just 3 of the many upcoming events scheduled for next Saturday, November 13th. And if you have an upcoming event you'd like featured on Trackfiles, make sure you email me, geoicenrye@icenrye.com, and I'll feature it here in the event planner. So now that you got some travel plans, you need some great listening material for those long flights. So let's check out this episode's Podcast Rewind. Time for Podcast Rewind, looking back at this past week in geocaching podcasts. We start off with Cache Maniacs, where Daryl and Dre celebrate their 200th episode by interviewing Cache Gator of Connecticut. He wants to cache all 50 states and Australia, and he recommends Bermuda for his fellow cachers. From there, we have the Geocaching Podcast, where they have the November Caching Coffee. The start of a new month brings us a brand new episode of Cachers at the Round Table, where Daryl W4 Cache Maniacs, Scott Burks and Shazam Man of Chicago Geocaching Podcast, and X-Punk X of Geocaching Podcast, with a special guest appearance of Darren of GeoTalk, as they talk about Where I Go. And finally, we have Geo Snippets with Triple H's Great Geocaching GPSR Experiment Flash Mob event. So guys, these are all great geocaching podcasts. Make sure you check them out, and I'll have links on my website, trackfiles.tv. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode of Trackfiles, but before I go, a couple quick notes. First off, shout out to Landsharks for their continuing support of the Trackfiles podcast. Guys, you sent me some great stuff I'm really looking forward to giving away in future upcoming contests. Make sure you visit them for all your coin and swag needs at landsharks.ca. Also, I have to thank all the financial contributors to the podcast. Guys, without your contributions, this podcast would not be available. If you'd like to contribute to the podcast, it's very easy. Visit my website at trackfiles.tv and just look for the PayPal buttons on the right side menu. But in the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another episode of Trackfiles I hope you enjoyed. So until the next episode, cache on.